Howdy, yokes. Before we get started, the reason we didn't have an episode last week and the reason we're not covering a film this week is because one of the most beloved members of the Bacon and Eggs and WB&E community passed away last week from a very short, very surprising battle with cancer. I would tell you what type, but it was literally everywhere. Becca Eddowes meant more to this community than almost anybody ever. And I really can't talk about it too much.
Nope.
I did not think this was going to be this challenging. But this episode and every episode is dedicated to Becca and to her memory and what she stood for and the positivity that she brought this world. We love you, Becca. We miss you. And I can't say anything else. But this episode will be fun and silly. But we just start on that quick, somber note.
On a lighter note, how long do you think it'll take Emily to figure out her phone's down here?
I think you got like a 4, 3, 2, 1, basically.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going to bring it to her.
Okay.
Howdy, yokes, and welcome back to Bacon and Eggs. This is a special 5-year anniversary episode of the show. There is no movie. There are only jokes and audience interaction.
He's just in a silly, goofy mood.
He's just a silly guy. So without further ado, Lamanos and Bienvenidos.
It's like Vamonos with 100% more llama. Yeah. Spit on him.
That's our new thing. Yolks. We spit on the yolks. That's not our new thing. I don't know, like if you're into it, I guess that was like a fun thing.
Not where you can't come to get it though.
But like, one, it's definitely not where you come to get it. 2, if you're not into it, it's so
not good.
It's so demeaning.
Yeah.
You know, like to be like, yeah, I'm part of this community and our thing is that the leaders of the community spit on us.
So real quick, remember last week when we opened a bunch of stuff from a fan on the hash browns?
On the hash browns, yeah.
That didn't record.
No.
Yeah, it just didn't go.
So
it just didn't happen. There was no hash browns last week. It's just gone. So I do just want to show you this really cool Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King laminated poster that we received. It is laminated, and it is my second favorite Lord of the Rings movie, which is awesome. Very cool poster. Thank you so much.
He is most partial to the Battle of the Five Armies.
Battle of the Five Armies, known casually in this circle as BOFA.
Bofades.
No, I much prefer. Did you see the Australian solar bear that's named Bofa, B-O-P-H-A? And they're like, oh, actually, it's Bofa? And I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
No. Have you seen the Australians?
Does it work in Australian? Like, hi, guess what came in the mail today?
Bofa.
These nuts.
These nights.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work in Australian.
I had one the other day that, it was Tua. We're not going there.
Not gonna talk about the Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa. I think the NFL has done the Hawaiians wrong.
I think most of America throughout history has done the Hawaiians wrong.
I think
the Hawaiians would tell you that.
I think I'm wrong to say Hawaiians. I think that's not the term either. But like we've immediately delved into shitty white dude podcast.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but Vaishon sends your brothers a bunch of stuff every month for like, they call it digital swag. And this is just 3 skeletons riding skateboards.
That's so cool.
And it has nothing to do with Super Carlin Brothers. I'm not even sure he said it on purpose, but Kat showed it to me yesterday. And I was like, I need that right now for my phone background.
That is
so shout out Vaishon Brandon. It's 3 skeletons. I'm actually going to go in and like extend it up to the top so I can get all of them in the thing. But thank you so much, Vaishon Brandon, for sending me the coolest picture of 3 skeletons on skateboards that I've ever seen.
Available for $100 a month. Bacon and Eggs digital swag.
I don't think we can do that. I don't think we can just sell your brother's content.
That's what we do every week.
No, but like,
come listen to the other Carlin.
But like, we can't just give away their perks for our money. If you want the 3 skeletons riding a skateboard, you have to sign up for the SCB Patreon at whatever tier that is.
Here's So this week on Bacon and Eggs, we've got these super spicy wings.
Yeah.
In this silver bowl.
You want to just go ahead and
do it?
Do one just for good.
Yeah. So we're going to a little dink and sink, and we're going to be kind of doing like a hot ones type dealio.
Yeah.
A little GMM type dealio. It's just going to be like, we got a bunch of listener questions, and we've got a bunch of time.
Squeeze this a little closer. You want to just...
I don't want to do this at all.
Okay, but you gotta...
Dink it?
Dink it.
Oh.
And sink it. Boy, that is immediately spicy.
Oh, it's a spicy wing. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
These are spicier than the last time we did them.
I think I actually we got two different flavors. We got the super spicy, the blazing, and then we got the one below it. What's it called? Wild?
Mm-hmm. I think what we were not understanding last time is that those wings that we ate were self-sauced.
What does that mean?
Like they gave us a bunch of blazing sauce and some wings.
Yes. I also want to point out, a couple weeks ago on the show, I said that I wasn't drinking and that I had stopped drinking. And then I was feeling a lot better for that. That is all still true. I did have a couple glasses of red wine at a wedding this weekend.
It's a wedding.
But the other thing is, I was never... It
wasn't like we told him to stop.
Right. Like, nobody was like, you have a problem. It was just like
It's like, I don't feel like it anymore.
I don't feel like it anymore. Anyway, what I was pointing out was this is a non-alcoholic beer.
Happy Sober October.
Sober October. I'm doing Inktober. I'm getting a tattoo every day in October.
Man, if I had that kind of money, I would absolutely do that.
Really?
No, I would do it like weekly, though. I'd get like 7 at one time.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I'd rather do that than like go in every single day. Man, that is a hot wing.
It really does. It sits with you for a little bit. I'm trying to be strong for Martha Washington.
Sorry, for what?
She was the first person to say Yamanos. Wamanos.
What was the thing I tweeted the other day? Imagine explaining hot honey gochujang boneless wing to the founding fathers.
I want to pull up some listener questions.
Okay.
This one comes from you, and it says, is that code for I should go ahead and leave?
Well, I'm here now.
What I'm trying to say is you should go ahead and leave.
Leave this?
Leave hanging out with me. Let's see.
It's fine. You can eat the rest of those on your own.
Yeah. Actually, I went to All Sports last night and got Houdat wings. I'm crying just a little bit.
I haven't thought about Houdat wings.
They were very good.
In a long time.
I don't regret going there at all.
Remember Jose wings?
The wings that I sold every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Jose wings.
I miss them.
I miss them too. I got them not too long ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What were you at Brick House for?
I guess it's been a while now, but whenever I was last in Newport News.
I think that was Homecoming 2019.
No, I've been since then.
Have you?
Yeah, I went when Joey passed away.
That's true. I was gonna say, there's no way you have. There's no way you would call me out recently if it was 2019. Give us a listener question.
Bacon and Eggs Discord server. Casey from Hello From Elsewhere, and also just from my heart.
Casey doesn't live in your heart, though. Like,
he lives in the moment.
This sucks. I hate spicy stuff. I mean, I don't, but like, I hate stuff that's this spicy.
Casey wants to hear me do an impression.
Go for it.
I got to get it just right. Hold on. Luke, the trash compactor. 3PO! 3PO!
Your Han Solo could use some work. All 3 of your children just woke up.
No, they didn't. My Han Solo, I thought it was pretty good.
They could use some work.
Luke, the trash compactor. I know.
It's not how Harrison Ford talks at all.
Listen, kid.
Listen, that was way closer.
Listen, kid. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me that. That was Mark Hamill doing Harrison Ford.
Never tell me the odds. That's what Mark Hamill sounds like now.
He sounds like, "Hi, I'm the Joker, and
That's when he's voice acting.
I'm Mark Hamill." I think I could do a Joker.
Are you
following? Give me a Joker right now.
Like a Joker?
Like if DC called you and said,
"God,
you're the Joker now."
I'm a lot like Joker from the movie Joker. TikTok sound. No, I don't have a Joker impression.
I think the Mark Hamill I did was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I mean, there's been so many.
Hey, Batman. But that's
Bats.
Like that's so cartoony.
Puddin'.
If I was like a live action Joker, would I go more like, "You see, my father.
You wanna know why I got these scars?"
You know what made me sad about that is he didn't tell the story a third time. I wanted a third
He
one.
did shove that dude's head onto a pencil.
He did do that.
You remember that? That was brutal.
That was good.
It was a good movie.
You ready for another one?
Sure.
Here's the question, and then we'll dink and sink another round. Let's not do any drinks following this one.
Oh God. Okay.
I thought I'd grabbed a normal size one.
What's the question?
This comes from Izzy. They say, "I have a serious question, which is, how has your relationship to content creating evolved as both your platform and lives have changed over time? Also, would you rather fight 110-year-olds or 10 100-year-olds?" I have answers to both of these.
I'm going to answer that one first, though.
Okay.
You definitely got a mild, not a mild, a wild.
This is hot. I don't know if I did. Whoa.
This is great content for the audio listeners. He's like, "Stop chewing."
This is stupid. This is a stupid episode. Go back to the movies, guys.
Go watch this one on YouTube, team.
Bam, bam. Bam, bam, doodly, damn.
Oh, I forgot about no drinks. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That means I got a sip of my drink.
Yeah, you do. So, would you rather fight 10 100-year-olds or 110-year-olds? This is a
10 100-year-olds.
10 100-year-olds. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I would rather fight 10 100-year-olds than 10 10-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, 10-year-olds got some power.
Yeah, that's a kid.
Yeah.
100-year-old. Although, think about this. If you're 100 years old, you probably were in Normandy. Or if you're a woman, you probably were like Molly Pitcher or something.
Who?
Molly Pitcher?
Who's Molly Pitcher?
My tongue. Holy shnikes.
Who's Molly Pitcher?
Who's Molly Pitcher?
Yeah.
She would bring, I have no idea who she actually was. She would bring, oh my God, this is hot. Pitchers of water to the cannon soldiers in like the Revolution.
Like the American Revolution?
Yeah.
That was more than 100 years ago. I don't know if you know that.
I don't have a clue. I have a point of order on the Civil War. Do you know why we call it a civil war and not just a war against another nation?
Because the other nation gets absorbed.
No.
What?
That's not why.
Why is it then?
It's because Kentucky was both Union and Confederate.
See, I thought it was a civil war because the Union didn't acknowledge the Confederate as existing. No, they were like, "We're the Confederate States of America," and America was like, "No, you're not."
You actually, maybe that is how it worked. Because if they didn't have newspaper, maybe the Virginians who owned slaves were just like, "We should form a government."
Because it's not like we're the only people that ever had a civil war.
Germany, there was the East Berlin thing.
That was specifically not a civil war.
It was a civil.
Well, Germany wasn't really fighting.
I would say we still call the nation that invaded Poland Germany.
Yeah.
Even though that's not Germany anymore. The Confederacy was like the Confederate States of America. My tongue is on fire.
Yeah, this sucks.
This is hard.
This sucks.
This is mad hard.
I don't think that's going to help.
Oh, I do.
The in is nice. The out is bad. Yeah. Just what they tell you. In through the mouth, out through the nose.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's like back here.
Oh, it's all on my tongue.
So,
tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips, down the river and through the woods. Ying a dunk bing.
so it's been 5 years.
5 years of bacon and eggs. How has my approach to content creation changed?
I mean, I thought I'll be 100% with you. When we started this thing 5 years ago, I think we both assumed that we were going to be world famous by this point.
And I don't consider the fact that we're not. I mean, we have signed autographs for other countries.
I don't consider the fact that we're not
A failure.
a failure, yeah, at all.
In fact, I would say falling in love with the medium and the process and the community ended up being better than I think what being full-time podcast influencers would
They're
have
called
meant.
podfluencers.
Podcasting is the world of the worst portmanteaus. You know what makes bad SEO harder? Made up portmanteaus.
Portmanteaus. Like podcast.
Yes. Although that one works pretty well in the podcast search bar.
That's true, but also like it took a while to get there. Yeah, so we've been doing this for 5 years. Like, how has your life changed in the last 5 years?
A lot. I was not married when we started this.
No, you weren't.
And now I have 3 kids.
Although, barely.
Yeah,
You
it was
were
like it was a
barely
month and a
not
half
married.
away.
Yeah.
I've had like 7 or 8 jobs.
That's true.
Well, that's like all the way back to the start of my like professional career.
Yeah, I was still working my first job out of college when we started this. I remember we started this podcast. And
We did, yeah. We started this podcast.
Well, I was waiting for you to finish your silly little song.
I was waiting for you to do the verse.
No.
In the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps.
That doesn't seem
tonight.
possible. I threw that piece of styrofoam that way, and it went this way.
So when we started this podcast 5 years ago,
We started this podcast 5 years ago. I remember, like, we did the thing, and I edited 3 episodes, or you edited 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put it up, and then, like, I left for a tour, like, the next day.
yeah,
And it was just, like, there was all of this reaction. I was, like, in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey, like, on my phone, trying to, like, tweet at everybody. And
it was a good time.
it was a good time. We definitely got a little bit of a head start over, like, your average podcast, thanks to Tyler being who he is.
My brothers are famous.
His brothers are famous.
I have a day job.
So yeah, we got some traction from them, and a lot of those people are still the same people that we, like, you know,
Interact with.
Yeah, like, we won them over day one.
I think. I mean, a lot of people came over and they were just like, "Ooh, this is a cool new thing," and they didn't even listen to the show.
Yeah. Well, that happened. We got Discord.
Yeah, that was. Yep. I think the
'Cause
first.
that wasn't until March.
I think the first day we put an episode up, we had like 157 downloads. Or
I think that was it. Yeah.
or maybe it was 147. It was like under 200.
It was 147. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not. Or I guess it was divisible by 3. And I remember thinking like,
We have not gotten, I will say this, we have not gotten less than 147 downloads any single day
since
in 4
like,
years.
like since we passed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like since we passed it a second time.
Yeah. So, like, I'm very, very grateful for that. Like, every day, more people listen to the podcast than listen to it on day one. To that being said, I still think our first episode on Iron Man is like in the top 10, might be just outside of it, of like listened to episodes.
Yeah, and I think, well, because used to be there's a lot more continuity to the show. Like we did it every week. But even prior to then, there was like value to like seeing movies in the order in which we reviewed them. Even if it was just that like
we did 23 Marvel movies in a row.
Right. Those movies came out in order.
Yeah.
But now when people are like, oh, what episode should I listen to? I'm usually just like, I just pick one that sounds good.
Pick a movie you've seen or don't want to see.
Right. And go from there.
We were supposed to do Hocus Pocus 2 this week, and I couldn't finish it, man.
I had a vast improvement. I think as I was watching it, I
mean, it's a vast improvement. Don't get me wrong. I really don't like Hocus Pocus.
The
I don't like the witches.
Weird,
I'm not a fan.
I thought I liked them much better. I liked everything about this new one better than the old one. I think the old one, like what it has going for it for me now is I do think I've kind of come back around on it a little bit where I'm starting to forget how much it is about virginity.
I guess that never bothered me as much, but
I thought it was just weird.
It is weird, but like
that was that this Disney Channel classic. I think we had this discussion last time that it like does go to theaters, right? But this Disney movie is like all about virginity. Yeah,
but I mean that's what a lot of what like the Bible is about, and like that's what witches were about and stuff. And like there's supposed power in the various fluids of a virgin.
Ew. That was a gross thing you said. Ew.
I mean,
I thought it was like a 76, 77. It was pretty good.
77?
Yeah.
So you think it's 70 points better than the original?
I think, I do. I think,
oh man,
this to me struck as like you could absolutely watch this. If somebody were to watch this annually for Halloween, I wouldn't think that. I mean,
that
weird.
First scene where she's like young is intolerable.
I thought that was actually
intolerable.
I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my God. It was so annoying. Not my brand of comedy, honestly. I'm starting to realize I don't know what my brand of comedy is because all of the comedies I watched from like 2000s, from like the mid 2000s, I'm like, oh, this is nasty.
Ooh, this is
you can't say that anymore. Yeah. Which you can't.
I mean, can you?
No, I mean, there's stuff in those movies. It's not even like, it's not PC or whatever. It's just like, I can't be that mean to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Just, like they're so
like even like school bullies was like,
yeah.
Well,
Kay and I were talking the other day and then you brought it up. The movie, The Duff.
That's not even that old.
That was 2010.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think it was 2010. Maybe it was after. I don't know, but like that is horrifying.
John Tucker Must Die.
I don't remember anything about John Tucker Must Die.
I know.
I tend to think that one has probably aged better than most of them, honestly.
I know the blonde girl in that movie was also the blonde girl in Band Camp. And that to me was like, she's legendary.
She's a legend. She's basically Tara Reid.
But not Tara Reid.
But not Tara Reid.
She was too busy for Band Camp.
Allison Hannigan had to pull it off.
It wasn't Allison. Allison Hannigan.
She's in it. She's the one that stuck the flute.
No, I don't think that is Allison Hannigan.
I'm pretty sure it is. No, I'm pretty sure it is.
No, we're not doing no IMDb on the show.
No.
That's my new rule moving forward.
I mean, Allison Hannigan's in Band Camp. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, what does IMDb have to do with it? They're not going to show you that.
That scene.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to call that up from IMDb. That's a YouTube problem. American Pie Band Camp flute scene. We'll get you there.
Anyway, still no. No YouTube on the show.
Yeah, that's fine. We're talking about Tara Reid, talking about mid 2000s comedies. Yeah, I think John Tucker Must Die is probably done better than most of them.
I think Bring It On is a good one.
Probably. Although that was not really like I guess
that was the 90s.
Yeah, but that wasn't like that's not the same kind of movie as Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal's bad.
It's not the same kind of movie as You, Me, and Dupree.
I love You, Me, and Dupree.
Do you? When was the last time you saw it?
Oh, dude, I watch You, Me, and Dupree all the time.
Do you? Has that aged well?
It's not that old.
It's like 20 years old, dude.
You, Me, and Dupree?
Yeah.
No, the one where Owen Wilson lives on his boy's couch?
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I love it. It's got Lance Armstrong. It's got...
I'm not IMDbing. I'm asking Siri. Hey, Siri, what year did You, Me, and Dupree come out? 2006. That is more recent than I would have thought.
What about Fun with Dick and Jane? You're thinking of
Owen
Me,
Wilson.
Myself, and Irene.
I'm thinking of Me and Myself and I.
Oh, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Irene, yes.
Yes.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
That was Jim Carrey.
With Jim Carrey. Yeah, you said Owen Wilson. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene. That was like 2001.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty is held up for the most part, I think. There's probably language you can't say in there, for sure. But conceptually,
I think there's
held up.
something to, like... I'm not a super religious guy, but I could very easily see somebody being like, with the powers of God, Bruce enlarged his wife's breasts.
Yeah. Deal with it. If you believe in that religion stuff, I don't think you get to be mad at movies that make fun of religion. I honestly don't.
I've always thought Bruce Almighty, like even as a student in college when I was studying religious studies, I thought Bruce Almighty was like a pretty friendly nod.
Yeah, for sure. Have you ever seen like Dogma? Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
Yeah, I've seen Dogma.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler, isn't Adam Sandler in it?
No.
You know what I'm thinking of?
It's the
Little Nicky.
God, I've thought about Little Nicky in a long time. You want to...
You're talking about a bad movie.
Bad movie. Movie that aged poorly the minute they drove it off the lot. Yeah, like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon play like angels that got sent out of hell.
I remember Dogma, and there's like a hockey player in it, right?
Yeah.
And
it's not a hockey player, it's Kevin Smith.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's Jay and Silent Bob.
I knew they were in
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Jay
And George Carlin playing the Cardinal who unveils the Buddy Christ. just a Jesus doing a thumbs up and winking at you. To bring a younger generation to the Catholic Church. That movie's hilarious. As a person that was a devout Catholic when he first saw that movie, that's hilarious. Movies that make fun of religion are almost always funny. 100% of the time. Because like,
quit praying to Korean Jesus.
Because like, especially if you're one of the more orthodox sects where they wear the funny hats and stuff and not Yeezys, like. You got to admit, like you, the person watching this has got to be like, I love this, but this is also dumb as hell.
It's a little silly.
Like, why does the cardinal, the priest, the bishop, A, why are they different? And B, why do they need the funny hat? I like the funny hat. They don't need the funny hat. The funny hat does not do anything to bring the word of God closer to you, the listener.
How?
Now, I prefer that.
Speaking of funny hats, let me bring you back down to earth. How do we fix marching band uniforms forever?
We don't. They're just classic.
I disagree.
They're just classic.
So you think every marching band should wear like what we had in high school?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, with the lines and stuff.
We didn't have lines.
We had lines across the front, didn't we?
No, it was all red, and then there was a black stripe with like.
Everybody should have to wear their school's colors version of the My Chemical Romance Welcome to the Black Parade jackets.
What if, think about this, there was just a better way?
Like what?
I don't know.
I like Shakos.
There's no cool way.
I've grown to really like Shakos. That is the Legend of Zelda theme song.
We're a marching band. I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, the marching band at LSU or some random big football college. Like, the marching band at LSU works harder than the football team. And I almost threw my phone across the room. They simply do not. They have to coordinate an entire group. They get a sheet of paper that tells them every 8 steps where they have to stand.
They also, your marching band, I don't care what marching band you are. Maybe if you're at like Ohio State, you're not running 2-a-days ever.
Right. You're not running almost ever.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, if you're in one of the marching bands that like, I will give bands like Ohio State, they work mad hard.
They do not work harder than.
No, they don't work harder than the Ohio State football team.
That's what I'm saying.
But they work harder than marching band.
Yeah, they work harder than marching.
Yeah.
And I know there's
because like that conductor with the pole and the tall hat, he's there for show. He could get swallowed up by hell, and they do not need him. He's not there for anything. He's not directing the band.
Major Tom to ground control.
He's not giving time. He's not doing anything.
Do you want to know how I got there?
To David Bowie's, because you're talking about Adam Sandler and thought about Mr. Deeds.
No.
Where they play that song when they're on the private jet.
I was thinking, what would you call a male majorette? A major tom.
A major tom.
Lamanos.
But yeah, so like, yeah, that Ohio State drum major, it's a great show. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're there, but like, they don't need him.
Yeah, I think
that band is drilled to within an inch of their lives.
I think
they can do that Ohio blindfolded.
I think the college marching band was made irrelevant by loudspeakers.
I mean, it wasn't. And I do think in some of these stadiums, cough, cough, Lane Stadium, holler at your boys, Virginia Tech Hokies, you could probably make the band louder with those speakers.
Yeah.
Because I recently sat in the other corner from the band.
You can't hear them.
They weren't even there. Yeah. I can hear the Heidi Tidies better.
Well, you were much closer to them.
Yeah, but they are very quiet.
Yeah, they are.
They are very quiet. Their bass drummers are just like, thunk, thunk, thunk. Hit it! Hit the drum. I mean, to be fair, the guy playing like fifth bass, which is, for the regiment band, like that big. It's just like, wham! But like, those are they just do marches. Like, they don't even need, there's no music for that. For fifth bass, it's just bung, 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 bung.
Sometimes everybody goes like,
yeah.
You got to be.
I don't think the Heidi Tidies are doing that.
I love it.
They have snare drummers that are like do the like little drummer boy thing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're like the sash drums.
Yeah. Can you imagine? What a lame.
Let's eat a wing.
Yeah, let's do that.
LSU also pays its marching band.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? Oh man, Najee Harris on Barstool, like admitting to Caleb that he was paid as an athlete at Alabama.
I'm not surprised at all. But they can't do anything now.
Right.
Which I'm all for it.
Oh my God. These are hot.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I got some up my nose.
Don't touch your eyes.
I wasn't gonna.
I guess you didn't touch the wing.
No, I didn't. But here's the thing. I'm all for it, right? You pay the college players, like they make so much money for the school. They absolutely deserve it.
How much? If there's a 53-man roster, what salary can you give them that the team is still making the school money?
Well, I don't think they're paying every player.
Oh, you think it would just be
even in Alabama, like those dudes are not all on scholarship.
Let's do another one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, that's a big one, too.
Oh, jeez.
It's not even good chicken.
Mm-mm.
I do like the texture of a cold Buffalo Wild Wing wing.
Oh, I'll eat them out of the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Straight out of the fridge. No heat.
You ever do Eggo waffles frozen?
Nope.
My daughter loves that.
Okay, Hopper.
My kid is going to be way more successful
Please.
than Bobby Brown.
Leave the door open 3 inches for your old dad.
YMCA.
Yeah, those dudes are not all on scholarship, even in Alabama. So not everybody's getting paid. It still is like a recruiting tactic more than anything, from what I understand.
The NFL? I mean, the Alabama football team?
No, like paying the players is like a recruiting tactic more than like a salary.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yikes-a-bee.
But Jesus.
But
what was I gonna say? Yeah, like here's what I think about that though. I'm all in favor of it. Pay the players. At NCAA, you have about 4 more weeks to give Reggie Bush's Heisman back.
what happens then?
No, I mean, well, I don't know. I'll riot. I'll start a riot.
He got the pub double back or whatever at Wendy's.
Yeah. Because Heisman taken away because he got paid.
Got paid in the league too.
Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than he deserved.
No, he was a real deal.
Reggie Bush? Mm-hmm. He was mid the whole time.
Major Tom to ground control.
So what have we learned about content creating in the last 5 years?
We're still there?
I think so. We got sidetracked
we
pretty
did.
severely.
I've learned that I like to do this.
I really thought that sentence was going to go on longer.
No. Nope. That was it. That was the whole thing.
I like doing this too.
What else about content creation? I think I've gotten to be like a pretty good natural storyteller.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what like content creation is at its core.
Story is king.
Story is king.
Casey Neistat back in New York.
What else have I learned about content creation? It's fluid. I don't think TikTok's a phase, but I don't think it's what people think it is.
What do people think it is?
I think people think that if they're big on TikTok, then they're big somewhere else. And for a select few, that obviously is the case. But like if you have 1 million followers on TikTok, that means,
Is really nothing. Yeah.
right. I mean, that's not to say I have 1 million followers.
No, but if you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, they hand you a piece of gold.
Right. Like it's a much Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's just economy of scale, right? Like there are still numbers where it matters.
This is what I think about. When the Pixar Theory video first went out and it had, we'll say, 2 million views.
Yeah.
I would talk to people all the time who were familiar with the concept. I'm guessing from the video. If your TikTok gets 2 million views, it's not viral.
No, it's viral.
You think?
Your TikTok gets 2 million views. Yeah.
People wouldn't recognize you because of your 2 million view TikTok.
It depends on what the video was.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying 2 million views, it doesn't get that big.
No, but like there's 2 million people that could like, it doesn't matter what the video is for it to become like that, right? It could be a dude like,
If we went out to the golf course and filmed each other playing golf with some of our buddies.
we can't.
Why?
We can't. Because there's already a golf TikTok channel called Tyler and Ethan Golfs or whatever.
Is there really?
Dead serious. Yeah. They're like 17-year-olds.
What if we called it like breaking eggs?
I just don't even want, like that. They won. They beat us.
They did beat us on that.
They beat us there. Like, I don't want to go there.
How mad would you be if if Straw Hat Goofy's real name was Ethan?
I mean, this is my thing. When we first started, this is a great segue, actually. Well, segue back into the question. We first started the show. I was like, my goal is to be the most famous Ethan. And then, like 2 years later, it became every content creator was named Ethan. Every single one. Like the degrees of separation between me and Crank Gameplays is 1. Like a friend of mine tattooed that man.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Somebody whose phone number I have. That the degrees of separation is 1, and I'll never beat that guy. And I don't want to. I didn't know who Crank Gameplays was.
I don't think if I do beat those people, it won't be because of this.
We started this podcast before Unis Annus.
What is Unis Annus?
That's the project that Markiplier and Crank Gameplays did, where they made a video every single day for a year and then deleted it at the end of a year.
No way.
Deleted the whole channel.
That's wild. I've never heard of it.
Yeah. I see like clips of it and I'm just like, what was this show?
Remember Twitch plays Pokemon Red?
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
That was crazy.
But no, so I don't think TikTok's go anywhere, honestly. I think TikTok has showed its staying power 100 times over like Fine.
Yes. And also I think TikTok, like the business content creator in me sees TikTok and sees with the advent of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube really have to define what value comes from their platform.
Yeah.
Like Instagram gets me with a story ad that I buy something off of
and like
regularly.
Yes, Justin Bieber was a YouTuber first. Right? Like that's the one success story. If you turn on the radio right now, it's just your average person's For You page.
Yeah.
Like that is it is changing the way movies are made and filmed. It's changing the way music is made. It changes the way people get famous in a way that nothing else in the history of social media has done. But I also do think it's following a pretty YouTube-like progression. I think that we're in the like early days of that though, where like you have somebody like Kobby Lame, right? Who's now like the #1 guy.
Yeah. Kobby Lame is like,
he's Ray William Johnson.
Yeah. I think he's even before Ray William Johnson.
No, I think he's Ray William Johnson because the format was like almost established. The unfortunate thing about this is this makes Charlie D'Amelio Philip DeFranco,
no,
which I'm not comfortable with.
No, she's not doing videos of like news or anything.
No, but she is like, even in the beginning days, she represents like the old guard already.
Yeah.
She is the mascot of the original
old
TikTok, right? And now because they have a TV show now.
Yeah.
Where and like I you know,
you've watched it.
No, I haven't watched. Obviously, I have not watched the D'Amelio show. The Hulu original programming D'Amelio show.
So is the Kardashians.
Is it Hulu original?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't think Hulu existed when that started.
No, they left Bravo or whatever.
Okay, but like
now
it's a Hulu original.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care.
Well, it was Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now I think it's just the Kardashians.
Oh, that's news to me. I only know about the D'Amelio show because I just watched all 10 seasons of Letterkenny.
Oh.
Which is on Hulu.
I thought you were going to say you watched all 10 seasons of the D'Amelio show.
No, I just told you I didn't watch the D'Amelio show.
I thought that was going to be the bit, though, that you were like, I don't know anything about it, but I've seen every single...
I couldn't tell you the difference between the two of them, honestly.
Charlie and Dixie?
Yeah.
I think...
I could not tell you the difference. I don't even think they're twins.
No, I think Charlie is like 2 or 3 years older. I don't know why I think that. But also, like... You know?
Logan Paul made me cry the other day.
Was it with his art project?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was nuts.
If it wasn't... it would be one of my favorite things on the internet ever if it wasn't NFTs.
Oh, we got a question. We got to take a wing.
Oh, God. I don't have any more milk.
Should I go get some Mo?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get the...
You know, I'll tell you what. And maybe it's just the fact that we're eating it with boneless wings, with blazing wings. Emily was talking about how she had to buy the organic milk. This is better. This is just flat out better. Maybe it's just because it's whole milk and I don't drink whole milk very often.
I don't understand people that don't drink whole milk.
I mean, I don't drink milk that much anymore, honestly. But it just still feels wrong to like buy it. I don't know why.
It feels like I'm breaking rules for sure, but I have kids and they say to feed your kids whole milk.
Do they?
So yeah. Like your youngins.
All right, let's grab a wing.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Oh my God, we're not even close to running out of them. Can't get one to stick. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I haven't coughed.
That's true. You know, it's because you smoke a pack a day of spirits now.
That's exactly right. Ooh, this one hit.
You had to say something, didn't you?
This one hit new parts of my mouth.
Yeah, I got this one in my throat a little bit.
Same.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It's getting colder, I think.
The lining
Sauce
of our esophagus is
wearing away.
Poor tomorrow, Tyler.
Poor tomorrow. Poor 3 hours from now, Ethan. Let's get another question and stop talking about Charlie D'Amelio.
So somebody did ask us if Bacon and Eggs was ever going to get into NFTs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I can stop you right there. Unless it becomes very normalized. No.
Yeah.
Like, unless it becomes like the dollar.
I mean, it wouldn't become the dollar. It would become like.
But if like Bitcoin becomes the dollar.
NFTs aren't even in Bitcoin.
Or Ethereum or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Hooga!
Yeah, so no, we're not going to get NFTs anytime soon.
I mean, it's like, if there was an upside to it, that's whatever. I don't know a lot about it. I know that a lot of people are really against it. A lot of people I trust.
My thing is like, originally it was like, oh, it's terrible for the environment. It's weird. Like, we don't want to do it. And now it's just like, everybody that is into it is a chode. It's just like everybody, they form this weird cult, man. Like, there was one time where somebody added me in a tweet, one of those like Follow Friday type tweets where like 17 people get tagged. And it was like, to get in on the whitelist drop of the new, you know, sucking and fucking ape PFP thing. And I responded and I said, don't tag me in NFT stuff. And I got like 300 ads that were like, yo, you mad, bro? Bro, why you mad? Whoa, why you so mad, bro? Yo, you fucking mad, bro? Like, why is this dude mad? Who does this guy think he is? And they were all like monkey in a beanie profile picture guys. And I was like, you're the new clan, basically. Like, you're going to do something horrible eventually.
Or they're going to bring peace and security and justice.
Like, it
to
reminds
their new
me
empire.
to your new empire. What did Tyler Durden call them? Space monkeys.
Really?
Yeah. That's exactly what they remind me of. Is the mindless rabble of, like,
I always think of the Feel Good Inc. music video.
One day that we're going to get, like, you know, Bob Coin, named after Meatloaf from Fight Club, which R.I.P. Meatloaf.
R.I.P. Fight Club.
No, it's still around. You can still watch it. It's on Netflix, I think. Maybe HBO Max.
But they couldn't do a shot-for-shot remake on a stage with the original cast.
No, they couldn't because Meatloaf's dead.
Correct.
And Jared Leto doesn't really look like that anymore.
Who is Jared Leto?
He's the angel face guy, the blonde guy that gets his absolute face kicked in.
Classic.
Yeah.
Holy God, this is hot.
It's warm. It'd be warm. Okay,
This is
so no,
hard.
we're never gonna get NFTs. I'm sorry if I just offended you, but I'm not that sorry.
I just don't know.
Did you already drink all that milk?
Like the whole gallon?
Did you not refill?
I did.
You already finished it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a spicy meatball.
It's a spicy meatball. Oh my God, we're getting a trailer for Mario on Thursday.
It's animated.
Yeah.
They told us it was.
I know they told us it was live action. It's Illuminations animated. But listen, okay, I'm starting to come around on it. I mean, I don't want to see Chris Pratt do anything anymore. He's done for me. Done acting.
It's me, a Mario.
Done acting. I don't need Peter Quill in the next Guardians movie at all. I don't need another Jurassic World movie. I don't need another Lego movie. Like, take a couple years off, buddy, and let me get sick of your, or let me miss you, right? Like, let absence make the heart grow fonder. So no, Chris Pratt playing Mario is the only question mark for me because the rest of the cast is fantastic. You got Charlie Day playing Luigi. You got Jack Black playing Bowser. You got Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong. You got Keegan-Michael Key playing Toad. You got Keegan-Michael Key playing Toad. That's going to be so good.
Hey, it's me, Dewey Finn. I mean, Bowser.
That's not what Jack Black sounds like at all.
I know, that wasn't it. Wonder Boy.
Read it, dude. It's me, Bowser.
There it is.
A shell on my back.
Well, you think that Peach is mine?
That's Anya Taylor-Joy, Princess Peach.
Who's the girl from Marilyn Monroe movie?
Ana de Armas. Very different people.
Yes. I just was thinking about Ana de Armas.
I mean,
I saw, yeah, you'll think you'll be just fine.
I understand the concept, but I am sad that she's not in the next Knives Out movie.
Oh, yeah, well, she can't be.
Yeah, it's about different people.
Yeah.
But we get to hear Daniel Craig do that accent again.
Oh, I just got some out of my teeth, and now it's going down my throat.
Hall of Thromby was murdered. No, I don't dip. Laminos.
We're expectorating again.
You cannot say, if I'm not allowed to say fluids of a virgin, you're not allowed to say expectorating. Let's make one thing 100% clear.
Why? Virgins can expectorate.
That's a gross word, though. It's a gross word.
It's gross activity.
Does it ever bother you that that secreted and secreted are spelled the same way?
Ooh, it does now.
Which they mean the exact opposite.
That's
excreted or secreted means to goosh out, and secreted means to hide.
Secreted.
Yeah.
Billy and John Boyd secreted in the boxcar.
I think it's like a transitive.
So is a
noun.
boxcar like just like a general admission train?
No.
What is a boxcar?
It's like what they put stuff in. It is not for people.
People have gone in them.
Yeah, people still go in them.
That's horrifying.
Not like,
I don't like that.
Not well. They do it by choice.
Ew, David.
Ew, David. Yeah, like it's like people that are not supposed to be on the train.
Did you get into Hocus Pocus enough to see Hannah Waddington?
Waddingham.
There's no way I've been saying Waddington all day.
Well, it's wrong.
Man.
Hannah Waddingham. Probably Waddingham.
Waddingham.
She's from England, not Philadelphia.
Water.
He doesn't like cheese on his hoagie.
He doesn't like cheese on his hoagie.
He doesn't like cheese. Listen here.
Oh no, cheese on his hoagie.
What movie? Here's a great classic bacon and eggs question for you. What movie would you most like to see the lead replace with Jason Statham? Imagine him just being like, "Now listen here, you little fish.
The Barbie movie.
I've got to find my son. You can help me find some turtles.
Hold on, no, give him a different character.
Oh my God,
I've got short-term memory loss.
I've got short-term memory loss. It's East Australian current.
It was that.
Rip it, roll it, punch it. On 150. Dude. So, one winner, 42 losers. So I watched a movie this weekend. It's an Edgar Wright movie. You know,
is that a little pinstripe?
Called Last Night in Soho. It's got Matt Smith in it, right? You're familiar with Matt Smith.
Matt Smith,
the current golden boy of everything.
Yeah, but how was that not when he was the Doctor?
Well,
how big is Doctor Who in England?
I mean, it's huge, but like then he was Prince Philip in The Crown,
right? Which
has come back into notoriety,
right? And he's also on
House of the Dragon now. But you know how Matt Smith talks, right? It's like, I'm the Doctor. Very posh, very.
Still not ginger.
In Last Night in Soho, he plays this like Cockney, like gangster type guy. And he turned around at one point. He's like, "Oi, what did you say about the lady?" I was like, "You can't do that, Matt Smith. That's not what you sound like. You're the Doctor."
As long as we're switching stuff in movies, what if? Think about this. It's the beginning of Mary Poppins, and Dick Van Dyke comes out, and he goes, "The king and his men."
He starts singing, "Hoist the colors." Instead of the winds in the east, mists coming. Imagine if the kid in Pirates, if they had to switch, like the kid in Pirates of the Caribbean, just like winds in the east, mist coming in. Something is brewing, about to begin, and all the pirates pick it up.
Yo ho! How deep can you go?
Not like that dude on TikTok.
Yo ho! Old. What is that called? If this is falsetto, what is this?
Basso profundo.
No way. You actually know that?
I think so.
What is yo ho? All together.
There's that one dude on TikTok that's just like,
hoist the colors high.
What do we got for listener preguntas?
Never shall we die. Okay, this is a good one. This comes from Woozle, who's been around forever. Woozle, yes. The king and his men. If you could replace your co-host with any celebrity, who would it be? And no, you can't say you wouldn't do it.
Jason Statham. We were just talking about this.
Howdy, Oaks. Welcome back to Bacon and Eggs. Jason Statham.
And I'm Ethan Edgell. Today we're covering Transporter. We only do my movies.
I think Jason
You
Statham
remember him in Spy with Melissa McCarthy? Where he like dresses up as an armchair to come into every scene and prove that he's the better spy. And she's like, "Yeah, no dip, Sherlock."
Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
I don't think Jason Statham would be a good host. Who would you get?
Who would I get?
I think the easiest replace Ethan answer is Pete Davidson.
I think he'd replace you.
No. You and Pete would get along great, but you're more Pete than I am.
I am? I'm more, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, you don't have parents.
That's true. I also have tattoos.
Yeah,
lots of them.
I have both parents and tattoos.
I have 12 tattoos and 0 parents.
So look at that. You're Pete Davidson.
I'm Pete Davidson.
He has a mom.
My dad did not die on 9/11 either.
No, it was in October, I think.
It was, yeah.
Oh, that was like, we're like there, aren't we?
Yeah. Sure are.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's the day of Becca's memorial service.
Oh my God.
Yep. just a great day. Top tier on the calendar. Love that one.
Yeah. I'm so
It's
sorry.
about to start scheduling my doctor's appointments and shit for that day. I get a couple root canals.
Some beach.
Driving down the interstate. Blake Shelton
30
is
minutes
not
late.
a bad call to replace Tyler Carlin.
Ooh.
Blake Shelton.
What about Tim McGraw?
He'd have to sit backwards for the whole first half of the show, which would be weird. It's a little the voice joke. If Tim McGraw walked in here right now, I would cry.
Ned Fulmer could replace you. He's free. No, Eugene Yang would be a good Ethan.
Eugene Yang would I would hang out with Eugene Yang. I've never even watched any of their videos. Literally, the only Try Guys video I've ever seen was that one.
Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Brennan Lee Mulligan, I think, would be an interesting one because I think you could just make him watch a bunch of these videos
and then he could just do it.
And then play me without saying a word about it.
Yeah.
Brennan Lee Mulligan does a fantastic Jason Statham impression. Fun fact.
Yes, he does. What other celebrities? I think I would get along really well with KG from Tenacious D.
I thought you meant Kevin Garnett from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kyle Gass, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna replace me with a dude that kind of looks like me, I'd take Kyle Gass over James Corden.
Ooh, I don't think if James Corden was here, I'd be like, hey, you remember that time you were on Doctor Who? It'd be like if Matt Smith was here.
Oh my God! Can you imagine walking up to James Corden and being like, "You're Craig
From Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. You're Stormageddon's dad."
He would. I think for a long time.
I think he'd punch you in the face.
No, James. I think he knows that he's barely treading water.
I think he'd punch you in the face. He'd be like, "Excuse me, I'm James Corden.
I'm James, the late host." I would take almost all the late night hosts over you.
Yeah, that list no longer includes Trevor Noah.
That's bad because I would take Trevor Noah before
just about all of them.
And he's a little too smart for me.
Yeah, but I mean that would make it a podcast for sure.
Oh, yeah. Trevor Noah and Tyler Carlin discuss movies.
Man, I'll tell you what though, like that is a crazy turnaround for Trevor Noah, where it was like Wednesday he was spotted like making out with Dua Lipa, and like Thursday he quits his job. Dude, when I see a guy like Trevor Noah behave like that, I think the world's going to end, and he knows, and I don't. Like somebody told him.
That's a good point. Oh, I never thought about it like that.
I mean, I would be freaked out if Jeff Bezos left the planet. If he got on his space penis and rode to Mars
and was like, "Yeah, I'm done.
I'm out." I'd be like,
"Deuces."
I'd be like, "Hey, good riddance," but also like, I'm a little freaked right now.
Please stay.
please don't do this. We don't. Not that we need you. Just like I don't want the world to end.
You're not rich unless there's people to give you money.
This is like the plot of Don't Look Up.
It's true.
Remember when all the rich people go to space?
Yeah.
And then that one woman gets eaten by the.
Yeah.
We predict the exact moment of your death. You're going to be eaten by a brontoceratops or whatever. Mark Rylance would be a great replacement for Tyler Carlin.
Who is Mark Rylance?
The guy that plays he's like the bit part guy in literally every movie. He's James Halliday in Ready Player One. He's the same exact character in Don't Look Up.
Oh, dang. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, character actors. Tom Lennon could replace you.
Who's Tom Lennon?
He was a character actor from a lot of those like National Lampoon type movies, but you would know him from Reno 911. He's the real ostrich boots.
I don't know what the dudes on Reno 911 look like.
He's the dude with the short shorts on Reno 911 and the aviators. You've seen him.
Probably.
I love. He's in Out Cold, so that was where I fell in love with him.
What is Out Cold?
We've had this conversation before.
Okay, well,
Zach Galifianakis movie.
Right, yeah, okay.
About snowboarding.
Thomas Patrick Lennon.
Yeah,
I spelled Patrick wrong. I wrote Paryek.
Pratik.
Thomas Patrick.
Did you ever,
Thomas Lennon.
when we were in high school, there was a kid in our school named Pratik, Pratik.
Yeah, Pratik Modi.
Yeah. And teachers would be like, oh, is it Patrick? And he'd be like, no, it's Pratik. And I remembered as a kid being like, oh, yeah, this is a lot of the same letters. I can see.
He's playing accordion salesman in Weird.
Oh.
Fun fact.
I can see how, it'd be kind of an easy one to mess up. But as an adult, Pratik is just like such a normal name.
Doesn't look like Patrick at all. It's missing a C.
Right. And the R and the A and the T are all jumbled up.
Well, don't tell Brett Favre that. That man's name is Favre.
Favre.
Yeah, I think we answered that question.
What was the question?
Who we get to replace each other?
I said a lot of names. I wouldn't replace you.
No, we're not allowed to say that, though.
I know.
The question specifically says we're not allowed to say that.
Yeah. Ooh, can you trust a fish with a mustache?
Absolutely not.
I think absolutely yes. Carpe the diem, baby. Seize the carp.
Seize the carp.
That's also from Out Cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. I think one of your brothers was talking about this movie the other day. So that tells me a lot. It must have been a movie that was just like on in the minivan.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, Tyler and Benjamin and Jonathan have like a weird selection of movies that were shown to them aggressively.
Problem is I keep getting hungry.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a flavor I've been getting.
Who knows? Couldn't tell you. But like, do you think about that thing you do all the time?
Not as much as they do. That was before the minivan.
Okay. Because they talk about that. Emily's going to be so mad you ate all the milk.
I'll buy more.
But what was I say? Yeah, they think about that thing you do all the time, and I've never seen it.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. The Oneaters. I just almost went for another one. Like, oh, yeah, give me more of them.
Give me more wings. Whatever I just ate so far.
Not as bad. I mean, this is just making me want good boneless wings that don't suck.
Get some Houdat.
I got like a random, like almost peanut butter taste there.
Ooh, yeah, I actually did too.
Yeah.
Maybe we're kind of entering a new headspace.
Taking a spirit walk through the wings.
I really taste that peanut now.
So yeah, fish with mustaches. Can you trust them? Harvey Dent. Can we trust him?
I found that article again not too long ago.
About the carp?
About the carp. If you could easily insert yourself into a boy band.
The Oneaters.
Ding.
What? Why are you
Insert yourself into a boy band?
Why are you winking?
Ding.
Stop winking. Make me uncomfortable.
Get it?
No, I don't.
Insert yourself.
You're making it weird. Stop. Stop.
One Direction.
Are there any boy bands left?
The New Directions.
One Direction's gone. BTS is gone.
Some like Korean all-girl band.
Yeah, Blackpink.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, I think 5 Seconds of Summer, honestly. Because like they seem like they have a lot of fun, but also can go outside.
I don't know, the Backstreet Boys.
They're also from Australia, so like they can move to literally anywhere else in the world and like play shows, but nobody would know what they looked like.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what any of the five saucies look like.
I don't even think there's 5 of them, which is always weirded me out about them.
Can I tell you about a major anxiety I've had my whole life?
Is it about 5 Seconds of Summer?
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
My concern is that I will go to a summer camp. And
Well, it is unlikely at this point.
And
I think at that point they just call it rehab.
I know. Jesus Christ. And I will be it'll be like for soccer, right? And
soccer rehab.
no, soccer summer camp or football.
Football.
No, like football, like real football,
like football.
I like.
I don't think you're gonna go to football summer camp.
And well, my fear is that I'll get there and one of the instructors will be some famous player.
And you won't know who he is,
and I won't know, and it'll be somebody that like I should know,
right? And be like
it'll be like, welcome to Washington.
Tyler, that's Randy Moss,
right? Yeah, welcome to Washington Commanders football camp. John Riggins is teaching the class. I'll be like, who?
Yeah. Joe Theismann rolls out in a wheelchair, like, hey guys.
I'll be like,
who are you?
Who the hell are you?
Yeah. That's Tom Brady.
I could do Tom Brady. I could, honestly, you know who I could get pretty well? Justin Herbert.
I couldn't pick Justin Herbert out of a lineup of one. Not a chance. All these new guys, I don't know what they look like. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, I don't know what they look like.
I
know what Tua looks like. Tua looks like Russell Wilson.
Like a young Russell Wilson.
Like a young Russell Wilson.
I'll say this as a Commanders fan real quick. We're not going to talk about football this whole show. I understand you don't think Carson Wentz is the guy. I think you're wrong. Also,
that's weird because he hasn't proven anything. He's been absolute dog nuts this year.
He's the guy.
He's not the guy.
But the thing is, when we got him, everybody was like, why didn't we trade for Russell?
Russell Wilson proving that he is also not the guy.
He's definitely not the guy.
It's just every single day ESPN is like, here's Russell Wilson versus Geno Smith.
Right.
Keep showing it to me, ESPN. I want it so bad. I want to know how much better Geno Smith is doing every single day.
Broncos Nation, let's ride.
Yeah, I could pick out Russell Wilson. I could pick out
Aaron
Rodgers, Tom Brady.
You couldn't get
Lamar Jackson,
Phillip Rivers,
Matt Ryan. Phillip Rivers doesn't play anymore.
Matt Ryan, I don't think I would get.
You could get Matt Ryan.
If he was wearing a Matt Ryan Falcons jersey, I think I would.
I'd get Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz in a heartbeat. I'd be like, oh my God, is that Prince Harry? Nope.
Kirk Cousins, probably not.
Kirk Cousins, easy.
Jared Goff, probably not. Matt Stafford, I would know.
Yeah. Yes.
Literally don't know who plays quarterback for the Bears right now.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, couldn't tell you. Jalen Hurts, couldn't tell you.
I
don't know who plays in
Dak.
Yeah, probably. He's not even starting anymore.
I could not do the new guy.
Yeah, I don't even know his name. I couldn't do whoever's in New Orleans. I thought
you could. Andy Dalton?
Is that who's in New Orleans?
Well, it's J-Bo, but he's out.
Who's J-Bo?
Jameis Winston.
What? What happened? Their quarterback last year was somebody named Taysom Hill. It was a white guy named Taysom Hill. What happened? I could pick out Andy Dalton. Absolutely.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
I could pick out Jameis Winston. Absolutely.
I could pick out Andy Dalton out of a large crowd.
I could pick out Teddy Bridgewater in uniform only.
Adrian Peterson in uniform only.
No.
Any uniform, but in uniform.
No, but like if I would only know Teddy Bridgewater because of the gloves. That's what I was saying. Teddy Two Gloves, I would only know him because of the gloves. I don't know who's playing in Pittsburgh. I don't know who's playing in Carolina.
Mitchell Trubisky, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's in Carolina?
Yeah.
I could probably pick out Baker Mayfield. I could probably not pick out Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
I could pick out Garner Minshew. I don't know if he still has a job, but I could tell you that's Garner Minshew.
As you play for Jacksonville, right?
I could pick out Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
I could pick out. Don't know who's playing in Atlanta.
Don't know.
I could pick out Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I'd be like, whoa, that is the best looking man I've ever been in the same room as.
Pat Mahomes.
Yep. Who? Pat who? Kyler Murray.
I could not pick out Kyler Murray.
I'd be like, look at that little guy.
I don't know who's playing for the Texans. I couldn't pick out Deshaun Watson.
He's probably been in a few lineups.
It definitely has. He should not be in the NFL.
Ray Lewis killed a guy.
Allegedly. Ray Lewis allegedly killed a guy. Ray Lewis did not have 27 people claiming that he killed them. Also, as a reminder, he got way less punishment than Michael Vick.
Stupid 757. Elias B. with Music wants to know, would either of you adopt a penguin? Why or why not?
I mean, no. I don't know how to take care of a penguin.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It sounds like I have to have a room in my house that's like wicked cold.
If Mr. Popper's Penguins has potentially placed any piece of pertinent information in my... I couldn't think of a word for brain that starts with P. But if Mr. Popper's Penguins has taught me anything, it's that penguins are hard to take care of.
There's a P brain word.
I'm sure there is. I couldn't think of it.
Portobellum.
Nope, that's a mushroom. I don't know much. I know that's a mushroom.
Paranesis. You think you can make up a word that sounds real?
If I thought about it for 5 minutes, probably. But like, because I was talking about this at work yesterday. Well, there are so many good words for like the feeling of being tricked or confused in some way. Because you like got hoodwinked, bamboozled, gobsmacked, hornswoggled. Mm-hmm. You know, I think you could make up one of those words.
When you make up words, what letters do you gravitate towards?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I catch myself with a lot of Fluffeldorf.
Fluffeldorf? I mean, F's are good. F's definitely make it, because it sounds like Scandinavian in some way.
Yeah, Fringheiden.
Brings a Flugelheimen. How have we gotten 5 years in this show and never talked about Eurotrip? That's the real question.
That's the equalizer.
That's what we should have done for this episode, is gone through our list of movies that we've covered in the last 5 years and figured out our gaping holes.
The fact that we've never covered Out Cold.
That's not a gaping hole.
On an island day on the sun, we'll be playing and having fun. And it makes me feel so fine I can't control.
Have we talked? Here's the question.
Brain.
Have we talked about a single Zach Galifianakis movie?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to IMDb.
We haven't done The Hangover.
Hold on, just let me get there.
Hold on.
Zach Galifianakis.
I think I've seen most of Zach Galifianakis' movies. While you're looking it up, ranch or blue cheese?
Oh, ranch.
Ranch. We ordered ranch, actually, with this meal.
Wasn't there?
Wasn't there? We also ordered Chipotle ranch for the cheese curds we ate before the show.
Oh, we've talked about Lego Batman.
Oh, yes. He is the Riddler.
The Joker.
The Joker.
Yep. Well, let's see. We didn't talk about Missing Link. Didn't talk about Ron's Gone Wrong. Didn't talk about A Wrinkle in Time. We did talk about the Lego Batman movie. Have not spoken about Masterminds or Keeping Up with the Joneses. Haven't talked about Birdman.
He's in Birdman?
Yep. None of the Hangover movies. Didn't do The Campaign.
I like The Campaign. No, I never saw The Campaign. I lied.
That was a pretty funny movie.
I'm thinking of, you know which one I'm thinking of? Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron.
Oh, Long Shot.
Long Shot. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
Good one.
Haven't talked about Due Date or Dinner for Schmucks or It's Kind of a Funny Story or Up in the Air.
Oh, that's a crime.
Right? Haven't talked about Visioneers. Great movie. Have not talked about, I'm into like the Sarah Silverman Show. Haven't talked about Cold. Haven't talked about Corky Romano or Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy, that's Ben Affleck.
Apparently Zach Galifianakis was in that movie.
Good for him.
Yep, he was Bus Stop Man, so I don't think he was very much in that movie. Danny Trejo was in that movie. Also, it's not Ben Affleck, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. I knew it was. Listen.
Gyllenhaal. It's pronounced Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
I assure you it is not. I'm coming around on Jake Gyllenhaal. I think that I thought that I didn't like Jake Gyllenhaal, but I actually just love to not like characters played by Jake Gyllenhaal.
What if I told you I knew this was going to happen?
I'm sure you did, but I don't know. He's just, there's something weird about him, man. Legitimately, like, I get the ick from him.
Gyllenhaal.
Nope.
Gyllenhiff.
What are you talking about?
Trying to make up a word.
Trying to make a word.
Gyllenhaal. Ooh, I think we could work Gyllenhaal into something.
Gyllenhaal is not different enough from Gyllenhaal. You didn't make that.
Unobtainium.
There are a lot of problems with that movie, and that is one of them.
I bet I could sell you on Cast Fade.
Cast Fade. I think Vershalam is a word that is already made up. Like, I mean, all words are made up, right? But that is a made up word.
Do you
printed
think,
in real life?
What if you were down in Boise, Idaho, and Boys to Men showed up and played Motown Boise?
What?
Motown Boise's back again.
I don't know that song.
But it was Motown Philly. Is the Boys to Men song.
I don't know that song either.
Well,
I haven't really listened to much Boys to Men.
They had that, like, this is my revelation.
That's Usher, and it's Confession.
I know, that's Confession. What's the Boys to Men song? Where
End of the Road.
It's the end of the road.
Road.
Right.
The road. Is that what Boys to Men was telling? They're from Idaho.
It's the end of the road.
I bet Idaho's cool.
I bet Idaho's got very pretty scenery.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I know Idaho's not Canada, but I think of Idaho as basically part of Canada. Have you seen the company that's called Edison Motors? That their whole point is to steal is to like beat Tesla to the electric semi.
That's so good.
It's so good. And their whole point is that they're just going to like retrofit existing semis instead of like building them from the ground up.
Right.
But they're so Canadian. And it's just like, I don't know why the fuck you'd want to, build the whole truck if you already have one. But like
Edison
Motors, we're going to repurpose this truck, perfectly retrofit this truck and put an electric motor in it.
Retrofitting is something that when I was a child, I would be like, why don't you just...
It sounds jankier as a concept than it is.
It sounds harder as a concept, or maybe easier as a concept than it is. My thing was always like, why don't we just buy an old, like, if somebody must have told me at one point that an engine for a vehicle costs like $2,000. So in my mind, you just buy a piece of shit car and a $2,000 engine and you have a brand new car, essentially, with just an old frame.
Engines don't cost $2,000.
I understand that.
Depends on the car.
If you could go to the
got a perfectly good semi truck there, bud. I don't know why you try to build up a new one. Weird space truck out of nothing. And the dude's videos are hilarious. He's just like, it's got solar panels that you carry around between the truck and the trailer. And when you stop for the night or stop for the day, you put the solar panels out and screw you, Tesla.
Solar panels, man. I want solar panels on my house.
That is sort of like the place they go.
I know. I want fully. I just like the idea of solar panels. Like the idea of just like, yeah, we're going to harness sunlight because.
Yeah. We do waste a lot of sunlight.
That's the most capitalist thing I've ever heard you say.
I mean, it's not.
There's money to be made in that sunlight.
No, it's actually, it's the opposite of that because.
Right.
Like. You can't charge people. This is the thing, right? It's like, this is why solar's not more popular. You can't charge people a subscription to the sun.
To the sun.
You sell them the solar panel and then it's done.
Right.
It just solars.
Forever.
Well, until it breaks.
Right.
it loses some efficiency. You know, every time the dust storm inches closer, you got to drive it all day that way and then stop and then drive all day that way and then stop and then drive all the way back to find out that you're actually going into the storm. You need to go around the storm. I've listened to The Martian too goddamn many times.
I think I'm going to listen to it one times.
Really?
Yeah.
I've listened to multiple different versions of The Martian more than once. The Martian. Because I listened to the R.C. Bray version several times before the Will Wheaton version came out. I've listened to the Will Wheaton version thrice.
Let me tell you about something.
I just said Will Wheaton, too.
Will
Wheaton?
Let me tell you about something I've done recently. In the morning when I see my coworkers or the woman who watches my children, I'll hit them, whomever they may be, with one of these. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah?
Why am I doing that?
I don't know. Watch too much Jacksepticeye videos?
Top of the morning.
It's not nearly as aggressive enough to be Jacksepticeye, though.
No, it's not
like,
Jacksepticeye.
Top of the morning!
I got on like Irish woodworker with manual tools TikTok.
Oh, that guy. I love that guy.
I think he's okay.
I love that guy.
I think he knows.
Except he says things like Phil did.
Oh, yeah.
Where he just is like, you're going to have to screw that in.
Swing right over here.
Yeah. Swing your hammer around.
My thing with that guy is
it's a good plane.
You don't have to freaking wear that hat. There's no functional purpose for you.
He's actually from Ireland, though.
But this, like, so
that's the equivalent of us wearing baseball caps.
There's no way that is the same thing.
Absolutely, it is.
That like
absolutely it is.
If Jay-Z was Irish, he'd make
Yankee
Irish bowler
absolutely
more famous than a Yankee cane.
Can you imagine if I know you said bowler, you didn't mean bowler.
What the freaking ever?
But like, can you imagine if Jay-Z wore like a Cornelius Fudge bowler hat? Can you imagine if they recast Harry Potter with Jay-Z playing Cornelius Fudge?
Are you crazy with this one, Harry?
Hey. Hey. Harry Potter. Your ass expelled from school. I ordered a Frappuccino. Where's my fucking Frappuccino? Man, rest in peace, Chester Bennington. Okay. You can replace any actor in any role with Jay-Z.
You crazy for this one, Harry. Neville, I'm really sorry about this. I'll fight you.
Neville Longbottom.
I'll fight you.
Hey, I'm Mrs. Nesbitt.
I don't even think this is a good Jay-Z impression. Yeah.
And it's better than...
Yeah.
Better than Aziz Ansari's Jay-Z impression. He was drinking his own vodka. He signs the tab, money goes back in his own pocket. Like, you crazy for this one, Jay. Oh!
You wasting your talent, Randy.
That's pretty good.
That one was
pretty good. Woo! Woo!
You think we need one more? You think we need one more? We'll get
right,
one more. Crazy for this one, Rusty.
Danny Ocean.
Of course,
I think you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Of course, I got your cookies. Well, I came to see you first. Back to Ocean's 11.
Yeah. You wasted your talent, Randy. If you never listened to Collision Course,
I don't want them to gain another yard.
He plays Yost.
If they cross that line of scrimmage, I'm taking every single last one of you out.
They gonna remember forever
the night they play
Hove.
The night with a corner where we selling pot.
I'll tell you what would be real meta. is to replace him with Will Ferrell in Blades of Glory. Because then by the transitive property of this exercise, that means that Will Ferrell has to do the rest of the song.
Nobody knows what it means.
It's provocative. Gets the people going.
We were on a break.
I ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me.
That was Jay-Z as Rachel Green.
Pivot.
I'm in love with Ross. Ooh, ugly naked guy's got an ugly naked friend.
Oh, man.
Wait, that's our naked friend.
If you could replace any actor with the Trap House sports guy, who would you pick? Through an absolute dart directly to the defense.
J-Bo's out here blowing his mind.
Tom Brady got the mobility of a refrigerator.
Tom Brady got the mobility of the junkyard.
Tom Brady got the mobility of 10 70-year-olds tied together with rubber bands. Through an absolute laser directly to the blade of grass.
He got the Commanders game the other day. Kills me.
Dude.
Oh, let me check the Cowboys game. What? 3rd and 37.
Did you see that video from the Eagles game of the two Commanders offensive linemen
Just
tackling each other, defensive linemen tackling each other while an Eagles player runs by?
Yeah, no, I saw.
Oh my God.
I was watching when that
The
happened.
problem is if Carson Wentz cannot fix it, if Ron Rivera cannot fix it, there's a deeper problem, not just with the ownership, but like they have to be like Ted Lassoing it or something.
That's what I think they should do. I think Ted Lassoing it is the only answer because you've got a husband and wife who need to get divorced owning the team.
No shot that she gets Dan out of it and not her. That would not happen.
I don't know. Tanya Snyder, she's
that would not happen.
She's crazy.
So is Dan.
Different crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then
right, but she's not Rebecca
hold
Welton.
on. This is my theory. Then Tanya Snyder fires Ron Rivera, which like Rivera's strong. I would hate that. But
gets whatever guy that Chelsea just fired.
Yes.
Or they fire their manager in 5 minutes.
Jurgen Klinsmann.
Jurgen Klinsmann. He was actually American though.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was German.
No.
Or like Russian or something.
No.
Or yeah. So like whoever Manchester United doesn't like,
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Right. Like Wayne Rooney comes and coaches. Yeah. My theory with the Commanders.
Just get Brett Goldstein.
Yeah. Here's what I do with it if I owned the Commanders is I would just play simple fundamental football until our bye week. Maybe win a couple games in there, but like no game plan.
At this point, yeah, you got to run pass, my dudes. Like
right, like
you got to go back to Madden 05 offense.
Right. And then once the bye week came, I would pull everybody out of practice, pull everybody out of the rotation, and take them to like SEAL training for like a week and a half. And just like haze the team together. And then because then they come back and they have like this real respect for like what it means to be
take them to Gettysburg College. And let Denzel Washington at him for a couple hours. You had 12 brothers and sisters? 8. Yeah, 12 sounds better.
Yeah, 12 sound better.
Hove.
Jay-Z and Kanye West as the radio hosts in Groundhog Day.
I don't forget your mittens.